Hello. Yesterday or on Saturday at the rally, it was just so amazing in London, Ontario, to see how many people came out for World Freedom Day to march for freedoms. It was amazing turnout, I think, all over the globe. So it was fabulous. I think that was London's biggest attendance yet, which was phenomenal to see and to be a part of. And the sun was shining, and it was just such an amazing day. And I know there were some hiccups with sound and things with the march, but I know that the momentum has started in London, Ontario, and I know so many people had connected on Saturday and are ready to keep this going. So stay tuned for a lot of London events to come. I know people are really keen, and we're going to keep this movement going, and we'll keep learning from mistakes and just keep improving, and we'll join everyone together. So with that said, I know that the sound wasn't so great, but I thought I'd come on and read what I wrote for Saturday. For those that weren't able to attend, or for those that couldn't hear it, I thought I'd just do it live right now. So I do get nervous still when I stand up on stage, so it doesn't matter how much I've been doing this lately. My nerves get the best of me, and I still shake, and I lose track of what I want to say. So I do still read from paper, from notes I've made. I do kind of read a speech. So, I'll just keep improving and practicing and building as I go. But that's where I'm at, and I think it's important for everyone to just start wherever you're at. You see all these speakers that get up on stage and just fully speak from their heart, and it's just so amazing and profound and powerful. And I'm just always in awe and inspired, and, be cool. Maybe one day I'll get there, but right now that's not me. So wherever you're at, start where what works for you, what is most comfortable for you, and just keep making those little steps moving forward. So anyways, I have my Instagram set up, but I'm going to be looking at, the computer here and just reading. But I thought it was important to share that it's important to start wherever you're at and do what is comfortable for you. Okay. So it started off, of course. Hello, London. So many of you already know me, but for those that don't, I'm Kristen Nagel, a nurse, a holistic nutritionist, and a mom. So much has happened to me since I last stood here in London speaking for truth and standing up for freedom. I was publicly slandered and defamed, terminated from my job, and my license is under investigation. I've even received a cease and desist letter to stop referring to myself as a graduate from the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition and as a registered holistic nutritionist. They tried to silence me, bully me, and break me. Little did they know that the harder they tried to take away my voice, they've only made it stronger and louder. I felt the pain of this coordinated attack on my character, and I allowed myself to feel the full weight of this destruction. I knew in this moment there was no going back. I could allow them to win and hide, or I could stand back up stronger and without fear. What was meant to destroy me has actually given me more confidence, more conviction, and more purpose to stand up for the truth. I have never felt more proud to call London my home. To see all of you here rising up and coming together is so inspiring. Your love and support throughout the past 6 months and beyond was palpable and means the world to me. I promised you then I wouldn't let you down or give up, and I stand by that promise today. This last year has allowed me to remove any remaining barriers to unabashedly and unapologetically be myself. I'm choosing to go against the grain, to be rejected, to not fit in. In doing so, I have never felt more free, more confident in my own skin, and more connected to community. I am finally becoming the person I was always meant to be. Each and every one of us who have bravely attended today are here for a reason. We are here living and breathing in this time by intention. It is not a coincidence that we've all found each other and are uniting and gathering in solidarity. We are here to be the light workers, the change makers, the healers. We are here standing on the right side of history today, and we will change its course one brave step at a time. It has been a year since fear has infiltrated the mainstream media and many people's hearts. It has been a year since we were told just 2 weeks to flatten the curve. It has been a year of being able to read and decipher data and statistics, to become educated and empowered. It has been a year of fighting back, of trying to wake people up. We must remember, for our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Ephesians 6. Our struggle is not against one another, but against those that seek to destroy the fabric of our society. We need to move forward with love in our hearts, putting aside our differences and stand together, remembering the truth each and every day and recognizing distraction meant to only divide us. We must not waste our precious energy engaging in negativity, but rather continue to work at coming from a place of peace and love. However challenging this may be at times, this is how we'll rise above, keeping our vibrations high. We must continue to stand united with love and compassion, recognizing that we have everything we need within us. Part of that journey is to begin to see that our battle is not against the current systems. We must shift our focus away from any attachment we may have with these establishments. All of our effort must be put into building an entirely new structure for our lives and our country. We must focus on in-person networks and social structures that we create. This is now about empowerment, realizing we have everything we need and we do not need to wait for anyone to save us. Right now, right now are the answer and the solution. It's time we all find our courage, our bravery, and our voices to do this. It's about accepting that the systems may crumble around us while we focus our efforts on creating something new. We're capable of creating something beautiful, something that focuses on health and a more meaningful connection with nature and others. We are all interconnected, and the sooner we begin to start living symbiotically together, the more we will begin to thrive. We have been on the wrong trajectory for the past 100 years under false beliefs about health and medicine. It is now up to us to change this. We must realize that health does not come from behind a mask, sterilization, or an injection, but from within. Our bodies are amazing, and when we choose to fuel them with what they need, they will thrive. Our bodies need vitamin D, love, connection, food touched by the sun, movement, and nourishment. These are the things that will allow us to thrive as the miraculous divine beings that we are. As we stand here together, we must also remember that our freedoms cannot be taken away. They have always been ours. We have always had them. We need to exercise them and remember we do not need the government's permission. We need our own permission, which is protected under our Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. The government is meant to be our public servant. They are not here to look out for us or have our best interests in mind. We should not have to fight for our freedoms because they are not anyone's to be taken away. We have to remember we are free and always have been. As a mother, I continue to look into the eyes of my children. I think of all the things I dreamt for them when I first looked into their eyes. I think of all the wonderful things I wanted to teach them and show them, and all the things that I wanted them to experience in this world. This is still the case. This is why I'm here. I still hope for all children to have a chance to experience the wonder and beauty that life has to offer. I want them to grow up knowing that we did everything we could to protect them and their future. Our children are the next generation that will inhabit this earth and this world. So let's make it a magical place. We create our reality, we create our rules, and we create our future. It is time to come together to take back control. We have a responsibility to find a new way of living as Canadians, a better way. We are going back to the foundations of hard work, a strong in-person network, self-sustainability, and resourcefulness. This challenge will not be easy, and it will come with hardship. But I, for one, am excited for this process, knowing the beauty of what we are capable of creating when we all come together and stand united. Never underestimate the significance of one person standing up for freedom and the ripple effect that it can have. I know this because I started as just one person inspired by another that stood before me. This is the time to stand up and be bold, to envision the future you want. I invite you now to hold your neighbor's hands or put your hands on your heart. Now close your eyes. Breathe in deeply. Exhale and feel that power flowing through you. Breathe in Feel your lungs expand. Feel that life. Exhale and feel it from your head to your toes. Breathe in to your heart and exhale. Now envision the future you want. Who are you with? What are you doing? And how do you feel? Breathe in and continue to feel this truth and power run through your veins and every part of your cells. Exhale. And remember, we are capable of anything we desire. We are strong and powerful divine beings. Breathe in, hold it, exhale. Now open your eyes. And remember, we're only as strong as our weakest link. So let's continue to support each other, to lift each other up, help each other, and make brave changes for our future. We must move forward with love in our hearts. And remember that we are the 99%. We are the truth. We are the change. Build your community now. And I challenge you today to exchange contact information with at least one other like-minded person here to make a new friend, whether that's on social media or out in public spaces. Make these connections. This is the first step to finding your people and building your new network so that you know that you are not alone. As Susie Kazan stated, the price for standing up for truth, no matter how severe, will always be less than the price our souls will be penalized for not speaking up for our conscience. There is no greater crime in the universe than silencing your conscience. I believe that to whom much is given, much is required. London has always had a strong community, and it is our time to unite our voices and be a leader for Canada and for the world. We must let the whole world know that we will not be silenced, we do not comply, and we stand united and we stand firm. We hold the right to control our bodies and our life. We will continue to rise higher with love and peace in our hearts. And let our voices be heard now for all to hear, for the true north, strong and free. Okay. So at the rally, there'd be a lot of cheering at this point, but since I'm by myself, kind of just ends off. But so that was my message for this past Saturday, and my message moving forward with love, with building our community, with keeping our vibrations high. Let's stop fighting the systems. We're better than that, and start creating something even more incredible. I know that we can do this. Okay, everyone. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Enjoy this beautiful sunshine.